What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Brianna and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. This podcast is presented by Macy's. Christmas and Hanukkah are right around the corner, so you want to get your holiday shopping done before it's panic mode time. It is panic mode time, actually.
No,
we've now reached the Friday
hit panic mode
before
for
Christmas,
sure.
and it is panic mode time. But also, instead of panicking, why not treat yourself to something while you're at it? There's so many different options. Maybe you want a little cashmere sweater, a cashmere scarf, some coats, jewelry, watches, anything that you really desire, they have at Macy's. So you go to Macy's.com or go to a local Macy's right now and shop. Free shipping for orders starting at $25. And you can also go to your local Macy's or shop online. So get that holiday shopping done this weekend. This weekend has got to get done, folks.
It has
if
to.
you don't get it done, you might be out of luck. So make sure you get it done. Head to your local Macy's or go to Macy's.com. How we feeling, everybody? We do have one more episode on Monday before our holiday break.
Yep.
Monday's episode will be a nice little recap of the best moments of the year. We'll do some voicemails. That'll be on Monday's episode. So this is not our last episode of the year.
We will be in the same clothes because we are recording both today. Just for clarification.
Yes.
When you watch on Monday and say, oh my God.
Yes. And
you don't change anyway, so.
What? Oh my God. Fran! Do not start that rumor. I am not.
I'm just so locked into surviving.
I know. We'll get to that. We're going to recap surviving on this episode. So we'll get into that in just a bit. I am in an all red outfit to represent both Christmas and my period.
Oh my God.
Happy holidays.
Christmas and how I feel, where if I bleed a little on this couch, it will blend right into my pants.
It should be okay. I was sorry. I was out on Wednesday's episode. I had a nice long day with my heating pad. I posted that on my story. Just one of those, I talked about endometriosis, and people were asking me if I've had the surgery. I did. I had it back in, I keep saying 2017. I actually think it was 2018. I keep mixing up the years. They all kind of blend together. I think it was 2018.
2018.
Okay. I always
Because it wasn't my first
right,
year.
It was the second.
Barstool.
Okay.
I think it was 2018.
Yeah, I mixed that up. So I think it was 2018. I had surgery. It was great. Felt a lot better, and I still do feel a lot better. But there are times where sometimes my period will. Sorry, I don't know if people want to be listening to this, but I'm just being honest. Will ramp up more,
or come out of nowhere.
Or it'll come out of nowhere.
Yep.
And it'll ramp up and hit me fucking hard. And then some months I don't have a single cramp. So, it was just one of those times, and I just had to take the day and soak it in. But I'm feeling a bit better. Good. I'm feeling actually a lot better. Still got some minor cramps, but we're on our way.
Yes.
We're on our merry, merry way.
It is merry.
Yes. How are we feeling? We're going to do a little treat right now for you. This is not an ad, but you've never tried a Nerds Gummy Cluster.
No.
And
Wow.
I'm going to make you try it right now.
How have you never tried it? You just don't care.
No, I don't know. I've never
I feel
tried
like Ria's
one.
always has them around you.
Yeah.
I did.
No, it's like...
Then one time I was going to send them to her, and she was like, no, it's my wedding.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, fair, very fair. But Noah, lovely, lovely gifts. He included some Nerds Gummy Clusters in my bag, and I think it's time you try one. Now, this is my favorite flavor. Okay. Is the very berry flavor. Yep. The Nerds Gummy Cluster.
Well, you always say blue bag.
The blue bag is my favorite flavor.
Well, the other blue bag, there's new flavors.
Noah introduced me to some new flavors I have yet to try, so that'll be coming soon.
Okay.
If you don't like these, though...
But I like nerds.
Okay, what kind of
Noids.
But I like nerds.
I like noids. So I think I like this.
Okay, and you love candy, so
I do love candy.
If you were someone who didn't like candy, I'd be like, don't try it. I don't want to hear you.
There's not many candies I've met that I don't like.
I don't want you, when people don't like candy. And
yeah.
I don't like it. Like, get out of here.
No, and then people try and give me like the healthy candy, and I'm like,
no. We like nerds. Yeah. There you go.
I don't even really know what they look like.
They're gummy clusters, see?
So they're just bite-sized nerd ropes.
Yes,
yeah, basically.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
But this is very berry flavor, very specifically. Ooh, okay.
Taste. I gotta smell. Smell. Oh my God, they smell good.
Should I narrate? She's sniffing it.
Yep.
And now she's admiring it, and she's squishing it around in her hand, and now she just, no, you gotta pop them in at once.
Whole bite?
Yeah, a whole bite. You can't rip it in half. It takes everything away. You gotta just pop them in. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They hitting.
Yeah. The problem now is that the bag is open.
Yeah, pop one over to me.
And we have an entire...
No.
Oh.
Throw it. Let's see if we can do a little captain.
We have an entire show to record now, and now all I want to do is just sit here and eat more of these.
Open wide. Okay.
I don't like my positioning here.
Okay.
No, because I have to like actually turn, but also...
All right.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
But it's like
Yeah,
we're
too
too
like this.
we're too
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
Oh, that was
Fran.
a terrible throw.
I'll
Terrible
eat it
throw.
anyway. That was a terrible throw. It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
All right, I'm having one more. I'm gonna have a second just to make sure they're still good.
I'm curious what the because I think one of the ones in there is like firecracker.
Mm-hmm.
You know those popsicles, like the firecracker ones?
Yeah.
That's like I think one of the flavors
The
in
red,
there, which
white,
I'm
and
like,
blue?
yeah. I'm curious.
How freaking
gotta-
tasty. You understand why they become addicting?
Yeah, but there's like a burst of flavor when you go in for that first bite.
Exactly. That's why you got to pop the whole thing in your mouth. Boom, burst of flavor. What are you rating them? Well, he gave me 5 bags, so you have to take one home.
Yeah,
Please take one home.
That is true. You did get a lot.
I really cannot
I
be
gave you a
responsible.
giant bag.
No, I
one of
cannot
them.
be responsible for all of those nerds. I really can't.
I'll take this bag home for sure.
Okay, you can have that
I'll
bag.
give it a... An 8.3.
Nice.
Like,
okay.
it's good. You know what I would really love? I'm a sour candy person.
Yeah, I do love sour. If,
So,
if it went like sour to
Oh
sweet.
my God. If they were like kind of Sour Patch where the nerds had like a little sour
Yes.
kick to them and then like the gummy in the inside was sweet.
Well, your favorite's Warheads.
Yeah, I fucking love Warheads.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying.
I physically cannot eat as many Warheads as I used to because, man,
Canker Sore Central.
that was a time. Yeah. And I got a lot of canker sores back in my day too, and especially because I would eat so many Warheads. But like sour gummy stuff I love. Sour
What's
straws.
your favorite
sour
Warhead
you know.
flavor?
Yellow.
Yellow?
No. I'd probably
Blue?
go black cherry.
I would go blue. I like black
Blue's
cherry.
good too.
Wait, black cherry's really good
Black
too.
cherry's really
Yeah,
good.
black cherry.
And
Lemon, like yellow is good.
Well,
Yeah.
because lemon's like this.
Green's
they
my
try
least, I
to
think.
advertise it as most sour. Green's like the least sour.
Right.
Do you? I feel like they're all like the equal sour.
I don't think green is. I don't think green comes close to the other ones.
Interesting, really?
Yeah. Should we do a
I can't
Warhead
really
taste
say that
test
there
right now?
isn't. Yeah, that there isn't one that like really I feel like is more sour than the others. Sometimes I feel that way with yellow, but just because it's like lemon flavored.
You know what we should do with you? And they do them in like those magazine stuff. Is a Warhead taste test where we blindfold you and we put all of the different color Warheads in front of you and you have to say which flavor they are.
Oh yeah.
I do feel like they are pretty distinct in like the flavors.
Yeah,
for
we'll
those.
see. We got to put it to the
remember
test.
when we went to that candy store in Dallas?
Oh
Yes.
And they had the
mini ones.
The mini ones in the plastic little pop open top container that like I almost passed out because it like transported me to a time in my life where like I would go to the Short Hills Mall, go to the Limited 2, and the Limited 2 had that like little candy section. And I would buy like every single container of mini Warheads that they had. Like I like every time I went in to the store.
You would unstock the shelves.
Yes, 100%. And you just don't see them that much
You
these
don't, but they
days.
are so delicious.
You know what else actually just got discontinued, which I could take up with Nerds is
Wonka?
Wonka, right? Or whoever makes Nerds now. I don't know. Anyway, there was one of my favorites was Shockers, which were like the sweet sour sweet tarts.
Yep.
They don't make them anymore.
Really?
Yeah, they got discontinued. And I would find them every so often in like a random candy store, and I'd be like, man, these have got to be old.
It's the Ferrara Candy Company.
Oh. But Shockers sour candy. Oh my God, I loved these.
You know what I miss that got discontinued? Well, actually, two things. The Wonder Balls. Those were the best.
Those were great too.
And then sour Altoids. Like, why did they?
Oh my God, the orange.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tangerine.
the tangerine ones.
God, they're really gone these days. Oh, now there's a Sweet Tarts chewy, extremely sour.
You never had those? The sweet tart chew?
No, because
The
I
bigger
always went
ones?
for Shockers.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
these are bigger than the Shockers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chewy sour doesn't always hit as hard as hard candy sour.
Yeah,
for me.
yeah. I love the
You
Shockers,
don't get the same
though.
like,
No, yeah.
you know, that face that you make the
Oh yeah.
There's like a Reddit thread. What happened to Shockers 3 years ago?
a deep dive.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I would always, no matter what, I would see a Shockers on the shelf. That was also an automatic
Automatic buy.
purchase.
Yeah, this is just making me really want some sour candy right now.
I know.
And at least we have nerds. At least we have a lot of nerds gummy clusters.
Yeah, we got
to fill us
plenty.
up.
Plenty.
We're going to talk about Surviving Barstool. So spoiler if you don't want to know what happened this week, if you're not caught up on the episodes, but
Yeah.
we are going to talk about what happened this week. The big controversy of the week was me sending Francis home.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm thinking that people are like forgetting that we're playing a game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like what do
Totally.
you feel about it?
No, 100%. I think it's like, first of all, it's a reality TV competition show where you are trying to be the last one at the end. And you don't get to that spot without lying, deceiving people. Like, you can't just be nice to everybody. Get sent home. Like, it's like, you also can't tell everybody, like, there are alliances for a reason. If everyone was supposed to be nice to each other, everyone would have an alliance with everybody, and it'd be like a big hand holding. Like, I don't know
It would be the most boring show of all time.
Yeah, like it's the whole point of the show is to play a game that gets you to the end, and your peers say like, wow, you know, they pulled some moves, but like they played the game. Like it's like you there's a respect for the game, you know?
Well, yeah, and
That's what I'm saying. I feel like people don't understand what that
I feel like
respect for the game maybe is like. I know there's a lot of there's controversy over Jeff D.
Yeah.
And his explanation, and people think Francis got screwed over because of that. Regardless, you guys were sending Francis home.
was going home
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah.
So Francis was going home no matter what.
Yeah.
It was more just a matter of fact if Dave gets that idol. But I kind of want to give like a background as to why I sent Francis home, because I feel like people are like, why'd you do that to Francis? Why'd you do that to Francis? Well, in this episode, you're seeing that Francis and Roan want to send Dave home. I think it's been made pretty clear that at this point, Dave is my number one alliance with Big Cat as well. And Roan tells Big Cat that he wants to send Dave home, and Francis tells me he wants to send Dave home. And then, well, we're like, okay, well, Dave is our number one alliance. We need to protect our alliance right now, which means now we have to send them home, because if it's Dave, then it's us next. You know what I mean? They're going to go down the line of the alliance. So as soon as Francis, came to me and was like, well, I want to get like, what about Dave? And I explained to him my thought process at that time was, well, I don't think he can, like, I don't see Dave as a threat, but in my head, I see Francis as a threat. So now we're like, all right, well, we gotta protect our strong alliance at this point. And because then you're next. Like, if you don't make those moves, they'll get you eventually. Like, that's what the game is. It's kind of like, and Rico said it in the show. He's like, kill or be killed. Like, there's like, that's kind of, but I think that it
By the
kind
way,
of
Ray, also like beginning of the episode, Rico talking to you guys is like so you get Francis flush the idol.
Yeah,
so it's like, it's obviously, it's not like, that just goes to show that that's like a move that
and we're standing
is possible to make.
And
you
we're
know?
standing in line, and Francis, says something to me about his idol, and I'm like, yeah, don't waste it. Don't waste it. Because what am I going to tell him, to play it?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I'm flipping on Dave and Dan.
Yeah.
Then I'm flipping on that alliance, which is my strongest alliance. So I told Francis, don't waste it. And what did he do? He did not play it.
Yeah.
And that screwed him over. And that's just the name of the game.
At the end of the day, like, Francis just, like, that's the name of the game. Like, Francis chose to believe what you were saying to him, and he shouldn't have.
Yeah, but it like, I think sometimes it gets split into like an audience who like watches Survivor and watches reality TV shows and like understands reality TV, and then another audience where maybe they're just like a fan of Barstool or a fan of this show, and they watch and they see people like lying to each other and backstabbing, whatever, and they get like really upset. But it's like, everyone everyone signed up to play the same game.
Yeah.
You know, like everyone who signed up to play the game knew what the game was and knew kind of like what you had to do. So it just, the response, you know, I had girls DM me and I'm confused because they're like a girl DM me something along the lines of like, what you did to Francis, like you matched the shady energy of the guys on the show, and like you're smarter than that, like you don't need to be cruel. And it's like, there's 20 guys on the show and 4 girls.
Yeah.
Do you expect all the girls to just sit there and like not, you gotta go even harder?
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
It's like there's 20 guys there.
Right.
It's like you gotta, you know.
And I feel like also because right now your tribe is losing challenges, so it's like you are being put in the spotlight of having to make decisions when it's like there are only so many girls. Like if it was flipped and it was the other tribe, like Megan and Kelly would be having this issue too. Like it's like, who do they believe? Like they would be trying to get out the guys also, and because that's like that has to be done.
Right. And I think it just comes down to like when people see Dave like getting through and they get mad.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, this is my number one alliance at that time. I'm saying to Francis, hey, I don't, and you know, my belief is that he can't win, so I don't think we should get him out. And now we got to get Francis out to protect this alliance.
Right. You're riding on the belief that Dave like is a good block, like block almost.
Yeah, because
Where
they're even saying it. They're like,
not block. He's a shield for you.
Rhea's making all these moves, and everyone's getting mad at Dave.
Yeah.
So it's
Can
funny.
I ask about the vote? Because I find it to be very interesting. Like, you guys obviously went in a plan with Francis. Did you guys plan to have it be split that way for it to be like?
They show it on I think they showed on Thursday night's episode. I have not seen Thursday night's episode yet, so I might be mistaken here, but I'll give the background. Okay. Me, Dave, and Big Cat discussed that we would be splitting the votes because we knew that, or we assumed, because who knew? Because Ron and Francis were trying to cook something up, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But they were going to vote Mubi, and we were like, okay, well, 2 of us have to vote Ron, and 2 of us should vote Francis, because if Francis doesn't play his idol, because we kind of were aiming to get Francis out, because we thought
Francis and Ron would put down Mubi, and then you and Mubi could and Dan and Dave could split.
Yeah, so we were like, okay, let's throw Francis in the mix here, even though he has an idol. He might not play it. And if he doesn't play it, we want to get Francis out because he seems to be, from what I was gathering at the time, was that he was sort of leading the get Dave out thing. I don't know. Watching it back, it seemed like it was both Ron and Francis. But Francis was a great player. And it's like, all right, well, we got to cut him out of here. He's a threat. So we were like, let's write them down both. If Francis does not play his idol, we'll all revote and we'll vote Francis out.
Very smart. Very smart. That's good gameplay.
So when he said, you know, like I might play my idol, and I was like, don't waste it, is because I knew that if he didn't play it, we would all revote and vote Francis out.
Right.
So he was going, no matter what with the idol controversy,
Yeah.
Francis was going to go home. Like we were going to revote Francis no matter if he gave Dave his idol or not gave Dave his idol. Like it does not really matter. He'd be out of the game no matter what.
If Francis played the idol, Ron would have went home.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
But Ron goes home
Thursday.
the next day.
Yeah.
Because we lost
again.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's tough with the challenge. You know, it's like, it's just the other team
Dave was,
those athletes will get you.
Dave was so bad in that puzzle.
Dave was bad.
It was mind blowing.
I mean, that's why
no pun intended.
He quite literally had to say like, well, you know, tumor.
No, I was like, you should start telling people the skin cancer is getting to your brain because whatever happened there.
Something like he saw everything in reverse.
Yeah.
He saw everything flipped. Somehow his mind was like mirror imaging the puzzle.
Yeah, we had no shot after that point. We had no shot at that point. But I've been loving rewatching, and you know, I
freaking loved watching you get that double idol.
Oh,
the 2. I was like, yeah, that double idol.
I know. I was like, oh my God. Like sometimes I'm watching what I'm saying, and I'm like watching with like one ear closed, one eye closed, because I keep saying this, but like you truly forget what you say and what you do, and then like
watching
when
yourself back is already so
no, it's
hard
so tough.
to begin with.
I won't lie, like I have I've struggled a little bit watching myself back, but I also like it at the same time. It's a little bit
I
of
feel
both.
like it must be very interesting
well, the
to
show
watch
is like
the
so
other people.
entertaining. And the show is so entertaining, where it's like you enjoy watching the show, but then it's also like, damn, I'm a part of it.
Right. That's what it is. Like I'm so
I'm
entertained.
Like,
But then I'm like, I'm entertained by myself.
Yeah. I was like,
and then
but I'm
like,
doing it.
But you're also discovering like what everyone else was thinking, like
right, and you start seeing what other people are thinking, and you start getting nervous. Like I'm watching our challenge, and I'm like, "Come on, Dave!"
Right.
And I'm like, "Oh no, I know he fucks this up."
Like you're like, you know, it doesn't.
Yeah. It's interesting though. I'm really enjoying watching it back, and I appreciate all the support from our chicks who are watching and listening and supporting me.
The girls who get it, they get it. They're like,
Yeah.
Rhea's playing a great game right now.
Yeah, and like, because I think people think that I don't like feel bad doing that, but like it's like I obviously part of you feels really bad, but the other part of you is like, I'm playing a game to win $250,000, so like everyone signed up to play and make these moves, and you sort of see it.
Didn't eliminate like the crippling anxiety you had when you were filming the show.
No, and you know it, like you know what I mean. So yeah, I mean the paranoia, because now I think we're on Thursday now. They
right.
show.
So there's been 9 episodes are out now. You guys,
9 episodes are out.
You're into the thick of it.
This one was a 3 episode in one day type of day, which is a lot to film in a day. So if you're filming 3 episodes, 3 challenges, 3 eliminations in one day, it's a lot of paranoia. A lot of paranoia on the brain starts to set in, and the emotions get heavy and high. But it's one hell of a game. It's one hell of a game, and there's a break, and then we're back.
Yep.
And we're back on Monday, not Tuesday.
Is it Monday after New Year's, January 6th?
January 6th.
Perfect timing. That's when Chicks in the Office will also be making its return to 2025. So we'll make sure we'll remind everybody that Monday morning to make sure that they're watching the new episode.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday that week. It'll be back, and yeah, it's something, there's, and I just want to.
I fucking love watching it, just like solely from a fan standpoint. Yeah. Like it is so fun. And I went home. I was out with friends for our holiday fancy drinks on Wednesday night, and I got home and it was late. I had a couple drinks, so I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, and I like got excited to turn it on, and I watched like the first 10 minutes, and then I was like, "I need a clear mind. I can't be watching this." Like, I was like, "I need a clear mind." I was like, "I gotta go to bed. I'll put it on when I wake up in the morning, so I can watch it
I
with a clear head
like,
in the morning."
With that in mind, being like, "All right, I'm gonna try to order it like." When Surviving starts.
Oh yeah, totally.
So I can sit down.
Totally.
I'm not gonna lie. I knew what was coming this week, and I literally almost puked before every episode. Like I the anxiety was high.
Yeah.
But
it's like, and it's so hard because what's gonna happen, but it's like.
You don't know how it's gonna be.
Yeah, you don't know what gets put in, what. So
exactly.
I try to fill everybody in as much as possible of like what I remember happening behind the scenes at that time. But yeah, from my opinion, my point of view, the Francis elimination, I think people saw it as like a huge backstabbing, and Francis obviously says it like he's like shocked by Rhea. But at that time, I'm saying like my strongest alliance is Dave and Big Cat and Movies. So.
I got goosebumps when you were like, "Don't waste it."
Yeah.
And I said to her, "Okay."
I said to Rhea before
oh shit,
that I'm just like, I'm so entertained by Rhea's whispers, and I think now I'm also coming to realize it's because you don't ever whisper. We're not like
I'm pretty loud.
Yeah, like we're like when we're talking, especially like talking normally on the show or like whatever. Like there's rarely a time that we're like whispering, and I just, there's certain moments where I'm just like, I'm so entertained by these, like, because you get like a very serious face,
so serious, it's
such
hard.
a serious face. You're like, okay, but and the whisper, like it's like a different sound of whisper when you whisper.
And I'm like not a serious person, and I think that. Yeah, our audience knows that, and then I'm watching it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so serious.
No, which
it's
is also
game,
why
it's like game show face.
You're so serious, but at the same time, like there's some of these like some of the councils. It's like people are like, oh, like you're smiling. It's like this is uncomfortable.
No, it's hard. Yeah, like when Ronan and Fran just turned to me and they're like, Rhea, stop smiling, and I'm like sitting there just like. Also because as a lover of reality TV, like. I have watched so much reality TV in my life that sitting there in that moment and you're like, I can't believe like it's not a laugh in like I think that this is funny. It's a laugh in like I can't believe this is what's happening right now.
I love the aspect of the house, like watching from the
it's
house.
so good.
When Whitney left and was like, I don't want to see you, like Biz, like I don't want to see you at the house, like Clemmer and Mincy, like don't do it.
So funny.
The element of the house is a good factor. The house is great. Like making them go to a house. It's
like
it's
when Clemmer
element.
first showed up and Mincy's like, isn't this great? And he's like,
Clemmer's like, it'd be better if I wasn't here.
Right. Clemmer also was cracking me up because I think it was on the rundown that he said that when they were like, oh, I guess we shouldn't really be blogging too much because we don't want to give anything away of like, oh, like Clemmer, like people knew you guys were filming the show. Like it's kind of like you had to go there and wait it out. Mm-hmm. And that Mincy like said something along the lines of like, oh, you don't have to tell me not to do work. Like,
oh shit.
Oh man. So yeah, no, that's a really good element to it all too. So no, it's going to be great. Well, everybody has off, Barstool office is closed and everything, and then we'll come back guns blazing.
Yeah, and I really do just want to.
I almost just said guns blazing on January 6th, and I don't say that.
Don't do that.
No, don't.
Definitely
like,
do.
We'll come back guns blazing.
Definitely don't say that. No. I do want to say though. Like, really thank you to all the girls that have been messaging me really nice things and showing support and love reality TV. Yep. You know what I mean? We all love reality TV here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate that. And let's get into the rest of the show. We're going to be talking about Grace O'Malley. I think everybody has seen by now that she left Barstool and is now joining Unwell, Alex Cooper's network. So we'll talk about that. There were rumors that started really out of nowhere about Taylor Swift potentially blurring her ring finger with, an engagement ring. Don't know if that's true, but
funny enough, this actually stemmed from one of my friends.
Yes, so we'll talk about that. We also have the Summer House trailer, and we have a great game of holiday trivia. And by great game, I mean if you love holiday trivia.
Right.
You'll be way better than them.
If you're really good at holiday trivia, then you might not be impressed. But you'll get a lot right.
Right, exactly.
It's not to give away too much about the game. Slow start. Trust the whole game.
Yeah.
Trust. It's a fun game. It's
holiday trivia.
It was a tough.
Ho.
Holiday trivia always makes me think of good old cousin Nick.
Yeah. What a throwback. What a throwback. Good old Saint Nick.
I wonder what he's doing. These days,
maybe he'll be listening to holiday trivia.
Yeah, he'd probably know him.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's get into the rest of the episode. Abercrombie has new drops every single week, and their winter new arrivals made to head home in for the holidays are here. So you can get denim, sweaters, skirts, outerwear, and all the outfits you need for the holidays. I've got plenty of coats to keep me warm all throughout the winter, thanks to Abercrombie. So going home for the holidays is all about how you arrive. So when I walk through my Long Island family home, I walk in with my cheetah print coat from Abercrombie, and I let them know Rhea's home, everybody. Rhea has made it home for the holidays. She's here, and she's wearing her cheetah print coat. So make sure you know. Use code AFCHICKS to get an extra 15% off almost everything at checkout. Code will be valid in the U.S. and Canada from December 13th till December 31st. Exclusions apply. You can see details online at www.abercrombie.com. All right, so big news. I think everyone saw this week that Grace announced that she was leaving Barstool.
Yep.
It's been
been a little crazy.
It's been a little bit crazy.
It's been a little crazy for sure.
Everybody knows what's happening between Bree and Grace, and then Dave got involved, and it's a whole thing and a whole back and forth. And I think people were wondering, like, what's going to happen here? They both work at the same company. How are they going to go on? Are these two going to make up? What's going to happen?
Yeah.
Grace decided that it would be best for her to leave Barstool, and then landed right into the Unwell network with Alex Cooper. So congrats to Grace, because I think that's an awesome move.
Yeah.
And I think Grace is going to thrive and keep crushing it.
Absolutely. I was so excited for Grace when I saw this announcement, and even just Alex's TikTok. She teased like she was on the phone with Grace, and now they've made the full announcement that she's joining it. I think it is it's a great fit for her, really, and like regardless of what she does, podcasting, content, like like her comedy tour. I think it gives her the opportunity to like really hone in on that and like tour and do all these great things that she wants to do. And really thrive like kind of on her own with her own name. So it's very exciting for her. Look, it sucks. It sucked to watch this whole thing go down. It really did, because like we were introduced to Grace via Brie. Like we all went on a fucking vacation to Aruba together.
We all went to Aruba
and it was
together.
Pre-Grace being an employee. Like and we had so much fun, and just seeing the friendship dissolve in this way, it sucks. It's heartbreaking.
Right.
It's just like seeing that happen to best friends. It is just not great. And that's really about it. Like, I think that this actually sets them both up in the best way of like, I don't know Brie's plans, but like, Brie having her show, her thing. She and Josh are taking over BFFs and doing all that. Like, she will thrive doing that. Grace will thrive in her own setting. So it's kind of good, I feel like, in a way where perhaps because of all this drama, they would never really be able to escape it if they were still both here. So I think the move just makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. I agree about the friendship thing. It's just like, that just, you know what I mean? Like a friendship that, that many years, grew up together, childhood friends. Like,
it's not like a work. It's not even, it's like that's a real life. Like your families are involved. Like,
and
it's
you watch and you're just like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? You're just like, oh, why is this happening?
I know.
So yeah. Unfortunate that that's happening, but I think, like you said, they both are going to be in the spot that they should be in and do what they want to do at this point.
Yeah, exactly. So congrats to Grace.
Yes,
I think that's a great move, and I'm excited to see what she does.
Yeah, it was when Alex Cooper posted that, like the phone call with Grace, like it was like, oh,
we're like on there. We're like, we send it to each other, like, oh, jaw dropped, like, oh my god,
I'm like, oh my god, like this happened all so fast.
Yeah, it did. No, because I mean, it was like Grace had sent the two of us a text before she announced that she was leaving, of just like, heads up, like this is, I'm not going to be at Barstool anymore, like blah blah blah. We send her back a nice message like, oh, we will always support you, always be happy for you, like excited to see what you do. I didn't expect it to be 2 days later we would have this, but like, hell, jump right on it.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart. So
definitely.
Yep. So good for Grace. That's a good setup for her.
I think this is going to be great for Grace. She's been crushing it on the road, her comedy with Whitney Cummings, and now she's going to be doing stuff with Alex Cooper. She's going to be doing her own thing. Like you said, like it's her name and like her brand that she can go fulfill and and just thrive on.
Absolutely. And I will say, I do think like when people say, oh, you guys are going to talk about this, it's tough when there are our coworkers and it's like very much real life involved. And while yes, we talk about gossip and everything, like most of the time we don't really know these people. So it's like, it's hard to comment on something that is like, you personally are like, this is they're like a real issue that they're having that we just, and like if we were having some, knock on wood, it'll never happen, but if we were having,
we've
like
stayed pretty dang strong,
but I'm
honey.
saying like if we God forbid we were to have an issue.
Yeah.
Like if other shows and coworkers were like throwing in their 2 cents all the time, I'd be extremely frustrated. So I get like in that case we're like, all right, it'll work itself out, and it did, because now Grace is in making a different move.
No, that's exactly it, and it's very, very personal, and it goes beyond work. It's their personal friendship that they had since they were younger, and it's like, we work here and we work with them, and it's like, I don't want to be throwing in my 2 cents about this, that, the other thing. It's like, and it's like you said, we do talk about pop culture, but in this sense, since we know them, I'm like, it ain't my business. But
which, that may frustrate people, that may make people be like, that's why you should talk about it, but that's, we gotta go with our gut on that one. So
right, exactly.
That's where we're at, and like we said, I've said it a million times, but like, good for Grace, and we're excited to see what happens.
Big congrats to Grace. I think that's awesome. Rumors about Taylor Swift started spiraling. Do you want to jump in here, because you said that your friend did this?
So funny enough, it is now like the top story on page 6, and she's been making jokes about it on Instagram. But my friend Liz, she is Liz P. Woods on Instagram. She's great. If she like pop culture connoisseur, really, I would say. Like, and her stories are always up to date, updating people on what's going on and all these things. And she posted the pictures that Brittany Mahomes had posted of Taylor's birthday / surprise end of eras tour party that they had, and she zoomed in and was like just musing on her own Instagram story of like, ooh, guys, like, does it kind of look like Taylor's her ring finger is blurred a little bit? Like, does it look like kind of blurred? And she made a couple stories about it. Fine. I'm scrolling last night. I see a tweet that's like, Daily Mail, Taylor Swift engaged, like fans speculate, whatever. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I clicked on it, and it was like the second paragraph right away. It was like, it's just, Instagram user like at Liz P. Woods like posted this, and then it's like they had the screenshots of all the stories and everything. And I sent it to her immediately. Like, I messaged it to her on Instagram, and I was like, oh no, because it's funny enough, she is also the person that when Kim was resharing happy birthday messages, and it was the one with the Taylor Swift song, and everyone freaked out about it, that was Liz's story.
So she's just always in the mix here.
So that was also really funny. And now, like, then on page 6 picked it up, and it's just like, fans speculate that Taylor photoshopped her hand so that you couldn't see, like, does this look like it's blurry?
What do you think?
I don't really think it was photoshopped. It did look maybe a little blurry, but
sometimes
I don't know. I just think that does happen.
Sometimes that just happens.
It does sometimes just happen in photos, yeah. So
I feel like, I honestly think if Taylor and Travis were engaged, with the way that Taylor was like congratulating Selena and Selena was posting about it, I do think Taylor and Travis would announce that they are engaged.
I actually do. I agree with you too. Liz actually posted after the page 6 article. She was like, if anyone who follows me knows Taylor has a tree connect, tell her I did not mean any harm, and I'm very much not in a position to deal with stress at this moment. She's having a baby. She goes, I'm just so excited for her. It's just like a fun speculation, because everyone like is rooting for them to get engaged 100%. So it's just funny that it just blew spiraled in this way, and now like people see the articles, and it's like, oh my God, it just spread so much more after that of like, oh my God, is she engaged? Like, did she do that? But
I feel like if he was going to propose, he'd let it die down a little bit after the holidays.
Right.
The tour just ended.
I also don't think he would propose during football season.
I agree. I think like I said, everything's got to die down.
Yeah.
You got to let the tour end, the holidays pass, football season comes to a close, and then we could talk about engagement here. But as of right now, I don't think that's happening. And I think that it's going to happen, guys. But we just need to be patient.
Right, exactly. I loved all the costumes. I loved dressing. I loved seeing Travis wear the Torture Poets Department fit in the whole thing from when he was on stage, and honoring her and surprising her, and everybody's what an end. So it's just seemed like a super fun celebration.
Right. It's like
Yeah.
a party I want to be invited to.
I also love that when you see pictures from parties that like they're at, like you look at pictures of Taylor walking into the studio on the street, she's going to dinner. Her lipstick is always perfect. But late night at a party that Travis is at, that lipstick smeared all over her face.
So she's drinking, she's
I know,
kissing.
exactly. They're having smooches.
Why? I love
I love it.
smooches.
I love it.
You gotta be
I love it.
smooching and drinking,
Yeah.
having a good time.
Exactly. It's
Don't worry about that
exactly.
perfect red lip, Taylor.
That party seemed like a fucking blast.
It
so,
did.
Yeah.
Good,
Yep.
good party.
Yep.
Summer House trailer was released. Great trailer. Summer House always releases a fucking awesome trailer
They do.
that ropes me in. And even though we know Paige and Craig are fine and
Yeah,
are
yeah,
together,
yeah.
I'm watching this trailer going, what?
No, it still makes me gasp every time.
I'm like, what's going on?
I know. It's just like I'm like, I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, don't cry.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, don't break up over the summer.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what happened?
No, I'm like, I'm roped in, and I'm like, wait a second, like,
know.
like what? It
do
seems
not like the energy of the new guy.
n-
What it just seemed like he was just having sex a lot.
yeah, maybe he was the first threesome that they
Had to
talked
have been,
about.
had to have been.
I also think there's going to be maybe a little bit of drama between Lexi and Sierra. Lexi Woods,
Yeah.
I think her name is.
I think
Lexi
so,
Wood
yeah.
or Lexi Woods joins the show, and I think she's a little fling with Jesse, and then it looks like she's telling Sierra she don't trust her because Sierra's flirting with Jesse and a whole thing. And I got to be honest, if you're coming at Sierra,
Yeah, good luck.
we're all going to step in here.
Totally.
But then it looks like Paige is coming at Kyle, which I love.
Yeah.
I love an animated Paige DeSorbo. If Paige DeSorbo...
I also love when anybody comes for Kyle.
Oh, same. But if Paige DeSorbo's getting animated and she's like, how fucking dare you? I'm sold. I'm in it. I root for that. That's the type of energy I want to see because it's true. How fucking dare you? And then she had an amazing line like, I'm keeping his wife company while he's pretending to be Diplo. Like,
Yeah.
yes. Why is this happening? Why is Kyle becoming a DJ? We're just still going to act like this is normal? Okay,
Yeah.
fine. I'm not going to act like it's normal. But whatever. And that's the trailer. It basically just summed it up for everybody.
I know. It does look like
And
it's going to be
Lindsay's
really
pregnant.
good. Lindsay's having a baby. It does look like there's maybe some arguments with Carl at certain moments. I love that girl. So he seemed like just a stranger at a party saying that Carl has big lemur energy. I was like, never really crossed my mind. Like not the animal I would have first chosen for him. But now that it's been pointed out, I totally see it.
I see it. It's also like not what you want to be called.
Yeah,
You
right,
know what I mean?
right,
If
yeah.
somebody says like you have big lemur energy, I'm not.
Right, you're kind of like, what the fuck does that mean?
I'm not like jumping for joy. Like, oh my god,
Yeah, yeah.
I love that animal.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not so complimented.
Lemurs just make me think of Zaboomafoo, which was a TV show.
True.
That I don't think have we talked about Zaboomafoo?
You've brought it up before.
I have, yeah.
I know what you're
'Cause that's
talking
really all I think about when I think of lemurs.
Lemur's not
Zaboomafoo and Carl now.
Yeah, a lemur's not a particularly interesting animal, or whatever you would call it.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean,
we don't know enough about lemurs to not say they're interesting.
that is true. I guess I'm just.
But I'm saying when it comes to like,
I mean, I guess
you
they
want
are-
somebody to be like, oh, you have like lion energy,
Right,
you want
lemur.
something fierce.
Lemurs are kind of.
Lemurs are cool.
They're cool. Yes, for me to say they're not interesting was kind of just rude.
They move
and
pretty fast. They jump.
mine saying they're not interesting was more of a shot at Carl than a lemur.
Yeah, right.
But lemurs, they got scary eyes. They got a cool fucking tail though.
Yeah, they
got
do.
cool. They got cool tails.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're complimenting lemurs, but
Yep.
I still,
Well, we don't want to take away from the animal, but
right.
yes,
I don't want to
it's
be mean to a
But
lemur.
in Carl's mind, he probably was like, "Oh, what?"
yeah. Ooh.
Yeah,
And
it just
honestly,
seemed-
now that I'm
not a lot of West in the trailer.
Now that I'm looking at lemurs, I don't actually think Carl has lemur energy at all.
Well, in the sense that it looked like they were at a party that he had like dark eye makeup on.
right.
So I think it may have solely been from that. Just because of the way that lemur's face coloring is. I think Carl had like dark black eyeshadow like around both of his eyes.
Fine. For looks purposes, we can say lemur.
I think so. Maybe
being
just
picky.
in that.
I'm being picky
I know.
about the
I didn't
lemur.
really think this would be the part that we ended up dissecting the most.
I don't know. Just happens sometimes.
Yeah, it does. It does. No, but I said that West isn't really in the trailer too much.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's some movement with him. I'd imagine that after Wes fucking was dragging his feet all last season with Sierra and like, oh, like boy time, bro time, whatever. Wes just seems like the friend, the guy friend that like when his buddy gets a girlfriend, he's like, oh, come on, man, why you gonna do me like that?
Yeah, oh, you're leaving me hanging out dry.
The summer.
Yeah, come on, the summer's about fucking chicks, dude.
Yeah, exactly. And now, like, if Jesse actually has it's Jesse was like making a joke about like having it, like he's like, oh, I'm gonna have a girlfriend, like whatever. That seemed like maybe perhaps he is jumping in too fast to something, and it's gonna be a problem. But in the sense that like Wes is totally the friend that's like, oh, whoa, what happened to our big plans for the summer, man?
What about summer 2024?
Yeah.
What happened?
I know.
This was gonna be a big one for us, bro.
Seriously, we were gonna go everywhere.
We were gonna get
together.
those numbers high. Not if you settle down, bro.
Yeah. I did see them out over the summer when they were after a night of filming.
Were they broing out? Were they singling out?
Yeah, I mean it was at Common Ground East, and I talked about this. I was like, they arrived at separate times. Wes was trying to get up like into the back VIP area for quite some time. And I did giggle watching him. He did eventually get up there, but the process of him like trying to get the right person or calling his whoever he had needed to call, and there's like no service in there, it's just like impossible. Just like watching that process, like it made me giggle. It did.
It is a pretty shitty
made me
feeling.
giggle.
It's a pretty shitty feeling.
And he was by himself, so you're like, oh God, like this is worst case scenario.
Yeah, you're like, look at how I look right now.
This is worst case scenario.
I'm supposed to be broing out.
And then Jesse came in after.
And did Jesse get right into the VIP
Well,
section?
I walked straight up to Jesse and like introduced myself and my friends.
Yeah.
Because at that point I had the liquid courage to be like, oh, like meet my friend, it's her birthday. Objectively, she finds Jesse Solomon attractive, you know? So was trying to make some movie magic there.
Yeah.
At that point. But
that's a nice wing woman move.
Yeah. Yep. Yes. Waking up the next day, I was like, kind of wish I didn't do that. But
you're like,
but
why
you know
did I go right up to him?
Yeah, totally. But now I'm so excited for this season.
Did you get his number? Did I remember this correctly?
I think I gave him my number. I don't know.
God. Like now that I'm sitting here, I'm like, wasn't there like a number exchange?
Yeah, because then we started talking. I was like, oh, like you got to come on the show. You know, like we were doing the whole song and dance.
Right.
I would actually still love to have him on the show.
Yeah, he should come on the show. You should just
hopefully we'll make that happen. Well, you know, the problem is he's got my number. I don't have his, so he's got to call me.
How did you end up in that position, Fran?
I don't know. But yeah, no, it was a fun night in regard. Anyway, but I'm excited for this season. I like when they add new value adds, which I feel like Lexi is going to be. I don't know about the other guy.
I don't know about the new guy. Yeah.
I don't know about the new guy. Weird vibes.
I know someone who knows him.
Oh yeah,
really? In her thoughts? In her goth?
I've heard like.
Is he banging as many chicks as he says he is?
From what I've been told, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. At one point in the trailer, I think he said he had sex with 2 girls in one night.
That's just
disgusting.
That honestly is disgusting.
It really, yeah. Ugh.
That is disgusting. If you make out with multiple people in one night, fine. If you're
going penetration.
If you stick your pee-pee.
Who has the energy?
So true. Yeah.
You gotta have
what is this guy doing? Popping some Viagra every day?
Yeah. You gotta have some pent up energy in there. I mean, it's been done to me.
Yeah.
In the past.
True.
I've talked about that story.
True.
Years and years ago.
But I'm like, I was
18.
That was like a college age time. You're young and wild.
I didn't do it. I want to be clear. It wasn't me. It was a guy did it to me. A guy left me in his room to go fuck somebody else after we had sex. That's crazy.
That is crazy. But I'm saying that this guy is probably like older 30s. Not saying older 30s. I'm saying probably around 30.
Yeah, like
would be my guess. I don't know.
Clean it up, bro.
Yeah, unless he's younger. I don't know.
Clean it up.
Yeah, no, I don't. That's no thanks. But
what's the motivation there? You know what I mean? Like, are you
Brag
even
to your friends,
Are you
I
even,
guess?
yeah,
I
are
don't know,
you
such a
even
macho
enjoying it at that
bro
point?
thing. I don't know.
Like, that's not an. I
No,
feel like
that's
that's
like a
not like
weird-
you're even enjoying the
It's like
sex.
a weird ego thing.
Yeah, that's like just a
Yeah.
numbers
Yeah.
game.
Yep.
You're
If
not
my
taking
friend
your time.
told me that he did that, I don't even know how I'd react. I'd probably be like, really?
Like you would be
why?
like kind of like, what?
I'd be like, why?
Like, you're like,
Why didn't
that-
you go to sleep?
You're like, was the first time not good?
Yeah.
Like you're just, I'm just like,
It's like
what?
eating and you're full, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna order like pizza now. It's
Yeah.
like, what?
Ugh, yeah.
shit.
Yep.
I
Okay,
mean,
well,
yeah, I just like trying to like, it's just, yeah, I don't think that's for enjoyment, sexual enjoyment at that. I think that comes from an egotistical place.
Yeah.
Of fucking multiple girls in one night.
Yeah, totally. And now we'll get to watch the whole season. I think February 12th. It's something along those lines. Mid-February.
Yeah,
Pumped for it.
February.
Yeah.
February, we'll see you
I'm also
then.
interested to see the Craig Kyle shit happen, like with what's being said, because it seems like that drama has just kind of continued.
Right. It seems like,
Yeah.
Kyle's very sensitive about Lover Boy.
Mm-hmm.
I've sat with my hands crossed this entire time, and I feel like it's giving not welcoming energy, and I
Oh,
didn't
really?
mean it. It was just comfortable. You know what I
I
mean?
feel that way.
Like, I'm just sitting here like,
felt welcomed.
I'm a little chilly,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I've been sitting like this, but I'm like, why don't I go like this? Hey, come
Open
in.
up,
Where
open
my
up.
hug at?
Open
You
up.
know?
Open
I'm not
up the
giving
body language.
I'm not giving up where my hug at energy right now. All right, that wraps up the topics.
Holiday party fails can turn into a great story that ends with a toast over Coors Light. Getting snowed in can turn into the ultimate movie marathon. It doesn't matter if the holidays don't go as planned when you choose chill and then reach for a Coors Light. When you embrace a chill mindset this holiday, it's a good time to choose chill and crack open a Coors Light. Coors Light is mountain cold refreshment, crisp and refreshing as the Rockies. This is the time, the scramble right before Christmas. This is the last weekend before Christmas. So if you're running around, maybe you're doing some last minute shopping, you're planning for a holiday party, all those things, choose chill, guys. Remember, you gotta relax, enjoy the holidays. You can do that with a nice ice cold Coors Light. You can get Coors Light delivered straight to your door, so it's so easy. But choose chill this holiday season and then reach for a Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/chicks, or you can find it pretty much anywhere that sells beer. And as always, celebrate responsibly from Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another game of Beat Rhea and Fran. This is game number 155, and we are joined by brother-sister duo Sydney and Chris. They are from the California area, and they are ready to play.
You guys were aware it's holiday trivia, right?
Yeah. I had
Okay,
a feeling.
Okay, good. Just making sure, because we did know as well, but sometimes we forget until we get.
I did
In the
not study,
chair.
though. I did not study. the
No,
holidays.
There's only so
know.
much studying you can do. What are you gonna do? Watch every holiday movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch every
Yeah.
episode of holiday TV ever?
Right.
Right. I mean, hey, you never know. Okay, guys. Well, so it's holiday themed. 15 questions. If you get the question right, you get the point. If you get it wrong, the other team can steal the point. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. To determine who goes first, Noah's going to give us a movie, dare I say a holiday movie. We have to guess the Rotten Tomatoes critic score of that movie. And whoever's closest will go first. Everyone gets their own individual guess, and we will alternate between teams for guesses. So, Noah, what is today's movie?
Today's movie is Love Actually.
Love Actually. Okay, so one of you guys guess first on what Love Actually's Rotten Tomatoes critic score is.
I would say probably a 78. You got a good cast.
Yeah, Rhea?
64.
Oh my God! Wait, that's 64.
That's it?
That's it?
64?
Yeah, 64.
Wow.
I was gonna say 64.
Wow.
Dang. Okay. This red get together has really got me
Yeah,
going
you're
in the holiday
feeling
spirit.
Festive. Wow, what a
Yeah,
guess.
wow.
Shit.
Okay.
That's low, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, but I kind of figured like that. I don't know,
Yeah.
that like makes sense.
Okay, question number 1 to Rhea and Fran. Shout out Mackenzie from Milwaukee. In Friends, Monica's neighbors line up outside her door for something she's making during Christmas time. What is she making?
This is our question. Candy.
Sure. I have no clue. Candy.
I don't know if it's cookies or candy.
$15 seconds.
Fuck.
Cookies, candy. I'm not even gonna try and like give my
No,
opinion because I don't know.
5
I'm gonna say
seconds.
cookies.
Okay, we're
Cookies.
Going cookies.
Incorrect.
Is it fudge?
I have no idea. I've never seen the show.
I'm just gonna say fudge. Final answer.
Incorrect. Candy.
Shit.
I should have went with my gut there. Dang it.
All right, still 0-0. Question number 2 to Sydney and Chris. Shout out Allison from Anvil, Pennsylvania. In the beginning of the movie Just Friends, Ryan Reynolds' character Chris sings a song in front of the mirror by the band All for One. What's the name of the song?
Arthur, haven't you seen this movie?
I have. I haven't seen it in a while.
Oh, I can tell.
I don't know. What is it, Sydney?
I actually don't remember,
10
but I have
seconds.
seen this movie. Let's just throw out a song.
Do they know it's Christmas?
5.
Final answer?
Incorrect.
Can you repeat the question?
In the beginning of the movie Just Friends, Ryan Reynolds' character Chris sings a song in front of the mirror by the band All for One. What is the name of the song?
And I can't remember. I can envision him doing it, but I don't even know that band. That's not helping.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I've only ever really seen this
10
movie like
seconds.
one time.
Oh, I've seen it so many times, which is bad, but
I don't
5.
know.
yeah,
Nothing.
no.
I swear.
Oh, god damn it!
50 seconds.
Oh, that's
And I
right.
swear
Mm.
by the moon and yeah, fuck.
Oh, I gotta watch that this weekend.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Damn.
Okay,
I knew as soon as you were gonna say it, I was gonna be like, shit.
still 0-0. Question number 3 to Rhea and Fran. Shout out Holly from Detroit. In the movie Elf, how did Buddy the Elf get his name?
What a great question.
Is a good question that I have no
Shit.
idea
I
about.
haven't even
15
I haven't
seconds.
watched Elf either yet.
5 seconds.
I can't remember. Shit. We
Time
can
is
lay a
up.
big fat goose egg.
Oh God!
Okay,
You said time's up. We couldn't even throw out an answer.
Sydney and Chris.
Wasn't it the tag in the bag? Final answer.
Incorrect. It is the tag, but of the diaper, of his diaper.
Oh, that's right.
Tag
Buddy,
of his
little Buddy
diaper.
diapers.
Yeah.
Close.
You were close, though.
That was really close.
Wow, this is gonna be a tough game.
Yeah, holiday trivia always is.
I'm not really. I'm like
hard.
really bad at like,
It is hard.
holiday
Yeah.
trivia.
Every year we say the same thing too, and
Okay.
the game ends like 2-1.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 4 to Sydney and Chris. Shout out Kendall and Taylor from Tillensburg, Ontario, Canada. What actors make up the main 2 couples in the movie Deck the Halls?
Oh,
Oh my god. Danny DeVito is one. Who's
Broderick. Matthew Broderick is the other one.
yeah,
15 seconds.
but I don't remember the wives.
Christian Chenoweth, and I don't remember the other one.
5 seconds.
Say it, anyone.
Matthew Broderick and Danny DeVito. Final answer.
No, the
Need all 4
wives.
Oh,
to Rhea and Fran.
I also only know those 2. I do not know the wives. I actually only remember Danny DeVito.
Deck the Halls isn't Jamie Lee Curtis, is it?
That's
15
Christmas with the
seconds.
Cranks.
Christmas with the Cranks. Yep.
great movie.
Yep.
Great movie.
Christmas with the Cranks.
Awful.
I don't know. Fuck.
This is so bad.
I don't know.
5 seconds.
What's the
don't know.
answer?
Wow. Okay. Danny DeVito and Kristen Chenoweth are 1. And then Kristen Davis and Matthew Broderick.
Okay.
Kristen Davis.
I always forget her name.
Charlotte.
I wouldn't know her
literally
name either.
always
yeah.
forget Kristen Davis's
we,
name.
We forgot her name in another recent
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I always forget her name.
Yeah.
All right. Still 0-0. Question number 5 to Rhea and Fran. Shout out Chloe from Toronto. In the Christmas episode on season 2 of New Girl, Nick is overwhelmed by the sexual, adventurous nature of his new girlfriend. What actress plays his girlfriend?
In season 2?
Yeah.
Nick girlfriend. I have no idea.
Is it
I
not?
can only think of Megan,
No.
but Megan Fox is so much later.
Right, I was gonna say, but that's the one who plays
Yeah.
5
cop.
seconds.
Yeah. Nope.
All right.
I
No.
don't know.
Sydney and Chris.
Olivia Munn, final answer.
Correct.
Oh,
We're on the
Nice.
board.
I'm
Thank
honestly
God. Thank
rooting
God.
for any of us to get
Seriously.
points at this.
Yeah.
Woman
Correct
crush.
answer.
Right there.
Yeah.
I had to
Yep.
know that one.
Yep.
Okay. 1-0 Sydney and Chris. This question is to them. Shout out Adrian from LA. In Home Alone, the burglars stake out Kevin's house in a van. What 2 types of services are advertised on the front of the van?
Uh, Electrical and floral, final answer.
Incorrect. To Rhea and Fran.
Roofing and painting.
Well,
Just taking
would it be one company like windows, paneling, and washing?
right. I don't know.
15 seconds.
Roofing and painting? Sure.
Incorrect. Plumbing and heating.
Plumbing and heating. Ugh. That's such an yep.
Still 1-0 Chris and Sydney. And this is question number 7 to them. Or
Us.
that's to Rhea and Fran. Shout out Ansley and Lily from Kennesaw, Georgia. In season 1 of Gossip Girl, what was Dan's Christmas gift to Serena?
Is this to us?
Yeah.
He like rents out the thing, right? He rents out that room, and it's like he makes it all snowy.
I can't remember a single thing. Yeah, I don't even remember that. What? How would you describe that?
He
A
rents
winter.
He rents out a room and makes it a winter wonderland.
Yeah.
That's my answer.
Yep.
I'll take that as correct. Because, yeah, more specifically, he sneaks a Christmas tree into this room, right? Like, but
Yeah, he makes
yeah,
a
he
room
makes it
into
like
a
He makes
a
a
winter
Christmas
room a
wonderland.
winter
Yeah,
wonderland.
because she couldn't have a tree. I
Yeah.
looked it up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Tied up at 1. Tied up at 1. Question number 8, and this is to Sydney and Chris. Shout out Sierra from York, Pennsylvania. Finish the lyric from Justin Bieber's Mistletoe. It's the most beautiful time of the year.
Lights fill the streets with so much cheer. Final answer.
Incorrect.
Oh, what?
Wait,
It's the most beautiful time of the year. And there's so much cheer.
It's the most. What is, it's the It's the most beautiful time of the year.
It's
the most beautiful time of year.
It's the most beautiful time of the year. 15 seconds.
That I always sing. Yeah, it's
5 seconds.
I literally listened to this song last night.
Time is up.
Nope.
Lights fill the streets, spreading so much cheer.
Lights
that's
fill the
so
streets,
close.
spreading
It is
so
very
much
close.
cheer.
That was
That
the
is
one word.
very close.
Lights fill the streets.
I do wonder if that was a lyric game
Spreading
if they
so
give it
much
to you.
cheer.
You know?
No, they wouldn't.
Oh, close. Very
Yeah.
close.
Very
though.
close.
so close. Wow.
Okay, still tied up at 1. Question number 9. And this is to Rhea and Fran. Shout out Kristen and Mike from Boston. During the episode of The Office, A Benihana Christmas, Carol breaks up with Michael. What did Michael do that made her break up with him?
I haven't even had like a guess to give out on a single question.
Does he like shame the way she's eating or something?
15
Shame the way how
seconds.
much she's eating?
I don't know.
Okay, let's go with
Yeah.
that. Like he like shames how much she's eating.
Incorrect. Chris and Sydney.
Do you know this one, Christopher?
Doesn't he call her old?
Oh. Yeah, let's just go with old.
Yeah.
Incorrect. Michael photoshops his head onto her ex-husband's body in a family photo and then sends it out as a Christmas card.
Yep. Yep.
Still tied up at 1. And this is question number 10 to Sydney and Chris. I'm going to play a movie clip and you tell me what
I think
movie
this
it's
is
from.
it. This I feel good about. I feel good about somebody getting this.
Howard, excuse me, but your wife's cookies are out of this world.
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
I'm just helping Liz out a little in the kitchen. She's making up a storm here.
Ted, I need to speak to my wife. So could you get her on the phone, please?
I think she's in the shower, Howard. Do you want me to go check?
No!
Jingle All the Way. Final answer.
Correct.
Nice.
Wow, what a pull.
Oh,
Schwarzenegger.
Yep. He's got a distinct voice.
Yeah. I was just like, would people remember the name of the movie?
Yeah.
All right.
Clemmer had a hilarious line in the office this week because we were talking about Jingle All the Way. He goes, Jingle All the Way. I saw that one in theaters.
Oh my God. Actually, did you see he's filming like another Christmas movie in New York City right now?
He was dressed like Santa.
Yeah.
It's pretty hardcore Santa.
Yeah. 2-1, Chris and Sydney, and this is question number 11 to Rhea and Fran. Shout out Lily from Kansas City. In 4 Christmases, where was the vacation Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon's characters were supposed to go before they got canceled?
Hawaii?
Yeah.
They're like in Hawaiian shirts.
Hawaii, Tahiti, Hawaii, Bora Bora.
He's shaking his head, so I'm
I
thinking
feel
it's
like
not
Hawaii. Hawaii was my first thought too.
15 seconds.
Is that only because they're wearing Hawaiian shirts?
I don't know.
Was it Mexico? Was it?
I feel like it was somewhere far.
5 seconds.
I think that's just got to be our guess.
Time is up.
Hawaii.
Incorrect to Chris and Sydney.
Christopher, say it.
You know it?
Are you serious?
We watched it over Thanksgiving, remember?
I know, but
With Luke and Papa.
isn't it
and
Tahiti?
It's Fiji.
Oh, it is Fiji.
Oh, mother.
Final answer.
Final answer, Fiji.
Correct.
Damn, I can't believe I was naming all those places and didn't.
I
throw
would have.
Fiji
I
in
would
the
have
mix.
never threw out Fiji.
Yeah.
Oh, I was.
3-1. A lot of people get Tahiti and Fiji mixed up. I've learned because when people like ask me about us coming to Fiji, they're always like, "How was Tahiti?" I'm like, "Didn't go there."
Didn't go there.
Different places.
Yep.
Okay, 3-1, Chris and Sydney, and this
Blown
is
away. I think that's an insurmountable lead at this point.
question number 12. Shout out Sierra again from York, Pennsylvania, and this is to Chris and Sydney. In Harry Potter, what does Miss Weasley give the kids for Christmas each year?
I don't know Harry Potter.
Is it
This is their
No, this is
question,
their
right?
question,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
candy? Final answer?
Incorrect. Fran, Fran.
Every year is throwing me off. What does she give them every year? I just think of the sweaters with the initials,
So
but
maybe that's it.
sweaters with their first initial on the front.
Final answer?
Yep.
Correct.
Nice.
The each year thing was throwing me off too. I did send that to Kelly Keeks, but maybe
Yeah.
that isn't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But all right, 3-2.
Uh-oh.
This is shaping up to be a big game. All right,
I like it.
question number 13 to Rhea and Fran. Shout out Sierra from York again. In The Family Stone, Meredith, who is played by Sarah Jessica Parker, gifts the same thing to everyone in the family. What does she give them?
I haven't watched The Family Stone in so long because it would always make me cry. So I don't. It's like one that I don't watch as much.
Yeah, I actually didn't like The Family Stone when I watched it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it's sad.
15 seconds.
Shoes, gift cards, candy,
God, I'm on
5
books.
seconds.
Should we go books?
Yeah, books.
Books. Final answer.
Incorrect. Kristen Sydney.
I've never seen this movie, so
I've never seen it either.
Just going to throw out a guess and say shoes. Final answer.
Incorrect. An old photograph of their mother.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, hey.
That's why I was uncomfortable.
Question number 14 to Chris and Sydney. They're up 3-2. Shout out Bria. Who played Amanda Cameron Diaz's assistant in the movie The Holiday? 2 assistants.
I've never seen this movie either, and I was just about to watch it last night. I know.
Are you really?
Yeah.
What did you watch?
I didn't watch anything.
Sorry.
15 seconds.
Okay, let's just say, I don't know. This is not right, but Anne Hathaway and I don't know. You name another actress.
3 seconds.
Isn't it Olivia Blunt? Emily Blunt?
Sure. Yeah. Final answer.
Incorrect. To reinforce.
It's just
They
Devil-
did
it's
the
just
Devil's
Devil
Wears Prada.
John
John Krasinski.
Krasinski and Catherine Hahn.
Yes.
Final answer.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Tied up at 3.
One final question.
Final
here.
question.
This is turning out to be some game.
Wow.
Okay. Question number 15 to Rhea and Fran. Shout out Ashley from Pittsburgh. In Love Actually, what is the name of Billy Mack's Christmas song?
Oh, fuck. What is the name of the song?
15
I
seconds.
can't even hear it in my head.
Five seconds.
I don't even
Time
have a
is
guess.
up.
I don't even have a guess.
Me either.
To Chris and Sydney.
Damn.
Christopher, have you seen this movie?
No.
Ah,
I know.
All I want for Christmas is you. Final answer.
incorrect. Christmas is all around.
Christmas.
Remember, I feel it in
my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Yeah.
All right, we're headed to overtime.
Christmas is all around.
Okay.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, I know everyone was dying for overtime here, so we've got an overtime round of holiday questions. It's three questions.
We might be here all day.
Yep, it's 3 questions. You guys will start it off because we started off the regular round, and if it goes more than 3 questions, then we're in a shootout type scenario where you do get a chance to rebuttal. But if there is a full blown win here after 3 questions, that's the scenario. So,
Cool.
First question over to you guys.
Okay, question number 1 of overtime to Chris and Sydney. Shout out Chloe from Toronto. On Ariana Grande's Christmas EP in 2013, she did a duet of Santa Baby. Who is singing with her?
I don't know.
Kelly Clarkson? Final answer?
Incorrect. To reinforce.
That was my guess too.
Is it Justin Bieber?
It could be. That's a great guess.
I'm gonna go Justin Bieber.
Incorrect. Liz Gillies.
Oh,
Oh,
her best friend.
wow.
Okay, question number 2 of overtime to Rhea and Fran. Shout out Ansley and Lily from Kennesaw, Georgia again. In The Santa Claus, what did Bernard, the head elf, give Charlie to use if he ever wanted to see his dad?
Is it a snow globe?
Sure, I like that answer.
Snow globe, final answer.
Correct.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Wow.
What percentage of that was a guess?
No, I actually I did know the answer to that. obviously.
Okay. 1-0 in overtime. Question number 3, and this is to Chris and Sydney. Shout out Katie from Tampa. What 2 Christmas movies have both Jon Favreau and Mary Steenburgen in them?
Four Christmases is one.
Okay.
15 seconds.
No, Four Christmases and Elf. Final answer.
Correct.
Oh wow. Okay, we've entered shootout.
Because he's the doctor, and then he's the brother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. He directed Elf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Tied up at 1.
All right.
Question number 4. We're in a shootout now?
Yes.
Okay. Question number
Wait,
4 to Rhea and Fran. Shout out Hannah from Phoenix. In the movie Elf, what is the name of the writer that comes in who Buddy calls an angry elf? Full name.
His name is Miles.
15 seconds.
We bring in Miles Finch.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
Miles Finch. Final answer.
Correct.
Nice.
Wow.
Tyrion Lannister.
Yeah.
I just pictured the two I was like, what do they say when he's
Yeah.
like,
You got it.
Here's
Wait,
the
so
pitch.
now they get it 1. If they
Yes,
get
now
strong,
they have-
lose.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
so you guys got to get
Yes.
this one.
Oh gosh.
Okay, shout out Haley from Santa Rosa, California. This is question number 5 of overtime. In the movie The Holiday, oh, that's unfair because you guys haven't seen it, but Iris,
the luck of the draw.
Kate Winslow's character, writes for the Daily Telegraph. What column does she write?
Just she write about love. Final answer.
Incorrect.
What column does she write? I think it's weddings. Weddings? Final answer?
Correct.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Really pulled them out there at the end, Fran.
Oh, man. Yeah.
That was
Final
a sick comeback.
Score 6-4
Yes.
overall.
Wow.
What a holiday.
Riveting holiday
10 right
trivia.
answers by the end
Holiday barn burner.
The reason the holiday trivia is like I'll go years without seeing
Yeah. It's
Christmas
tough.
movies because
Yeah.
it's like I don't watch the same. I don't like rewatch them every year.
Right.
But dang, that was tough. That was tough to listen to like myself. You know what I mean? Like I was
There's a lot of-
I was
gotta watch
tired of
holiday
listening of
movies,
myself say I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
But
that we pulled some good ones
you
out there.
pulled
at the
some
end.
good ones out there at the end. But thank you guys so much for playing an
you.
Thank you.
overtime game, guys. An overtime
Yeah.
game. So it's an interesting one. But thank you guys so much for playing. And when you
Yep.
get a chance, know your address and sizes, and we'll get some merch sent to you
Yeah.
guys.
Thank you guys so much. Enjoy your
Thanks.
holidays.
Yes.
Sydney,
You too.
Sydney, next week we got to watch The Holiday.
Yeah. You got to put that in.
Put that in the rotation.
Yes.
Definitely.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Hi. If you are go these last few weeks, it's crazy, it's hectic. You got parties, holiday events, you're staying up late, you're going to work. You need a little boost. You need some energy. Delicious, juicy energy shots and energy gummies that deliver the perfect boost whenever you need to wake up and stay fun. That is Proper Wild energy shots. They have no weird ingredients. It's just good, clean caffeine. They have some great flavors like peach mango, strawberry kiwi, blackberry. It gives you 4 to 6 hours of energy, and it's 5 times more caffeine than a shot of espresso. And it's 15 times more L-theanine than a cup of green tea. So if you are looking for that boost, you had a late night, you got to go into the office, you're up late wrapping presents, you need a big boost, make sure you are checking out Proper Wild. You can use code WILD for 30% off at properwild.com. That's properwild.com and use the code WILD for 30% off.
All right, everyone, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We hope you have a magical, wonderful weekend cozied on up, and we will talk to you on Monday for a little 2024 recap, plus some voicemails and some weekly watch reports. So,
I tried so hard.
bless you, Francesca.
I tried so hard.
Bless you.
I tried so hard.
Do you want me to redo that, or do we keep it?
Kind of funny.
All right, we'll keep that in.
I
We'll
tried
keep that
so
in.
hard to hold that in until you were done with your sentence. We were almost there.
We were right there, but we'll keep it in.
A
Bless
stranger
you.
hit me with a God bless you on the street today. That was
Did
like,
you
it was
sneeze,
so
or was
nice.
it random?
No, I sneezed.
Did you
but
catch in a cold?
No, it's in my allergies, you know. I'm always sneezing. And the lady was way ahead of me. We were crossing paths this way, like passing each other. And she was a good, 10 feet in front of me.
Yeah.
And I sneezed and I kept walking. And I kept walking, took 4 steps. And then we passed and she went, God bless you. And I said, oh, thanks so much.
Well, that's really nice.
It
of
was
her.
so nice.
And you know what, Fran? To end this show,
Yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah, you know what? Pass it on.
And
Pass
God
it on.
bless every single one of you listening to this.
Yep.
We love you very much. We'll talk to you on Monday. Smooches, smooches, smooches. Mwah.